how do you make more money as a product photographer? Now, there are a lot of answers to this question, and of course you have advice like keep improving your skills and the quality of your work, pitch yourself and build relationships, offer other services, hire more people, expand your income streams. Now, all these things will help you make more money, but there are actually other less obvious things that will also contribute to you making more money as a product photographer, and it's these less obvious topics that I want to talk about in today's video, because it's not just about how good your work is, it's about you. It's about how productive you are, your systems, your workflows, how efficient they are, and also a big one, your mindset. You see, you could be a really great photographer, but if you're shit at business, you have a poor mindset, you're afraid of sales, you're afraid to market yourself, you're not productive with your day, or you don't know how to manage your time, well, that actually all affects your bottom line. Now, before we get stuck into the content, I want to thank today's sponsor who has reinvented the camera bag. So you see this, to me, this is ugly. And I remember 5 years ago when I was shopping for camera bags, just thinking like how ugly they all were. And I chose this one because it was the more like minimal kind of okay one that I could find. But I remember thinking how disappointed I was that there weren't any like stylish, nice camera bags. So let me introduce you to a brand called Taz, who have recently launched a collection of stylish yet functional camera bags, and I'm incredibly impressed with the thought that was put into the design as well as the quality. Now, I'm a shoulder bag person. They also have a backpack if you need more room, and this one comes with a little camera caddy insert for extra protection. And there are quite a few pockets where you can store other accessories. Now, we've also got a tech organizer case where you can store your cables, your batteries, hard drives, whatever small tech items you need to use. And we've got an SD card holder, which I love because I'm terrible at keeping my SD cards organized. So the range is made from vegan leather. It feels really nice and the quality is amazing. So if you're sick of carrying around an ugly camera bag and you want something that's stylish yet is still going to be super functional to protect your gear, I will link the Taz website below so you can go and check it out. The range comes in both black and tan, and they've been so kind to give me a discount code, which will give you 10% off. Just use the code Amanda10 at checkout. And now let's dive into some ways to help you make more money as a product photographer. So number one is being smart with your time and your tasks. Now, as your photography business grows, you need to get really good at managing your time. Like, really good. And I'm sure you've probably got caught up in what we call busy tasks in your business. And these are tasks that you're probably doing to make you feel like you've accomplished something, but they're actually not going to help you move that money needle forward. They're a procrastinator task. So I want to give you some tips on how to set yourself up for success and just stop self-sabotaging your time. So first, you want to identify in your business what tasks are money-generating activities. So let me give you an example from my business. Firstly, posting reels. Now, I'm definitely finding that static posts on Instagram aren't doing as well anymore, and my reach is far greater when I'm consistent with reels. So with greater reach and being able to show the behind the scenes and my work in the one video, this helps me land new inquiries. So this is a task that is well worth my time. And secondly, pitching to our current clients. It is far less effort to convert someone who has already inquired or worked with you than to target a cold lead. So if I'm looking at my calendar and I'm like, okay, I have to book 2 shoots for August, I'm gonna reach out to my current client base or inquiries who have gotten in touch in the past, but maybe they didn't go ahead with anything before I even think about trying to attract a new lead. So think about those tasks that are gonna move you forward financially and schedule those tasks at the start of your day. Make them a priority. Now, while you're doing these tasks, you need to limit distractions. So leave your phone in a different room if you're not using it. Tell people around you that you're working for the next 1 to 2 hours and that you aren't to be disturbed. So while you're identifying your priority tasks, make sure to identify your distractions as well so you can limit them and actually get into a focus zone and a flow with your work so that you are more productive. Number 2 is to plan your week ahead and schedule time to work on your business. So every Friday or Sunday, I will sit down to map out my week ahead. I'll look at what shoots I've got to do, what edits I've got on, and the pieces of content that I need to create for my business. And I use a diary called Curation. So I've been using this brand for the last 3 years. I really love the way it's laid out. On my drawing board, this is where I put down what shoots I've got on so I can see the workload that I'm dealing with that week, any galleries I need to edit and send, paid partnership content, and any course or YouTube content I need to create. So this just helps me see my week at a glance. It helps me to not feel so overwhelmed with my to-do list. If it's feeling too much, I'll see what deadlines I have and if I can push something to the week after. So the point of this task is to free up your brain space. It's getting everything that's going on in here out here onto paper, your to-do list, because otherwise you might be thinking every day, what have I got to do today? I've got to do that tomorrow. I've got to remember to do that 2 days from now. Just get it out of your brain and free up some brain space. And I love this section here where it says, what can I do this week that will bring me closer to fulfilling my mission? Schedule these tasks into your week. So this reminds me to keep my big goals at the forefront of my mind, because a lot of the time client work can take up a lot of my brain space and nothing else in my business gets any attention, which isn't how I want to operate. And I'm sure many of you can relate to getting super bogged down in client work that you're not left with any time to work on your own business goals. And so then I schedule out my client work for the week and I allocate set days for set tasks. And by doing this, you will be more productive and less anxious and overwhelmed if you know exactly what your week will entail and the things that you need to accomplish. And in turn, this productivity will help you to stay on track and ensure that your time is nicely spread between working in your business and on your business. And therefore, that will contribute to you making more money as a photographer because you're able to spend time on your business. Number 3 is to set up good systems and workflows that will save you time. And there's no doubt I could be doing better at this in a lot of aspects of my business, but we do have some things in place that make our lives really easy when it comes to responding to inquiries, producing proposals and quotes, getting people booked in, as well as tracking each stage of a project, all the shitty admin stuff that takes up a lot of time. Now, if you're a Gmail user, I highly recommend that you have templates set up so that you're not typing the same thing out each time you're responding to an inquiry. And here's how you turn on templates in Gmail. So here we are in Gmail, and the first thing that we want to do is go into our settings, see all settings, and you'll go to the advanced tab over here. So you'll see this little section here under templates. You just need to ensure that that is enabled. So if you have it on disable, hit enable, and then go save changes. Then when you go to compose a new email, you'll go to this little icon down here, more options, and then you'll go to templates. Now, whatever you type as your email, you can save it as a draft template. So you just go save as new template, give it a name. Otherwise, if you're ready to use your templates, they will all show up here. So we have a few. We've got 3 follow-up templates, saying no, photography quote, and videography quote. This makes it so easy and saves us so much time when we are responding to our emails. So have a template ready for every stage of your client journey. Now, for sending out proposals or quotes, majority of the time we will use Dubsado because we can auto-generate contracts and invoices once a client hits submit on our proposal. But if you don't have Dubsado or any other CRM, have a template ready you can use to respond to new inquiries with. We also have templates for follow-up, so we have roughly 3 follow-up templates we use. So this makes the process of following up on our leads very quick and easy, and following up is also a great money-making activity. Overall, if you don't have any other kind of CRM in your business, Set up a template for each stage of your customer journey. And the other platform we use is Monday.com, which lets us see our leads, our book clients, and the clients that we like to work with again. So this is what our tasks look like for us. And so we don't have to scroll through threads of emails to find certain pieces of information. We'll utilize this task list to find it or see what needs to be done. Another helpful thing to do is to set up a content creation workflow. Now, obviously, being consistent on social media is going to be super helpful for you in the long term to help you get noticed, to build relationships, which is all going to help you make money as a product photographer. And again, it's really easy to be bogged down in client work and not set aside days for yourself where you can make content for you and your business. And a rule that I try to stick to, and it doesn't always happen, but getting better, is to set Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays aside as client-free work days. Moving forward, I would also love to add Mondays to that list. Now, I'm also of the mindset that if I feel like doing something in particular, sometimes I do feel like shooting or editing on weekends for clients, I will ensure that I have a day off during the week to do my own content. And something I've really struggled with in the past is getting rid of that Monday to Friday 9 to 5 mindset, thinking that I still have to work those hours for people and not for myself. And this has taken a really long time for me to shake off. So overall, these free days in your calendar will give you the space to create for you and give you time to properly market your business and produce good quality content. Treat your business as if you were your own client. And number 4 is being mindful of your mindset. So running a business and actually making it profitable and sustainable in the long term, it's not just about your skills, your systems, and your workflows. It's about how healthy your mindset is. It's about how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and how you take care of your general health and well-being to ensure that you don't burn out, that you give yourself space to think, to feel inspired, and to be motivated. And when you're constantly burning the midnight oil, you're not prioritizing your health, you're always switched on, and you're only working in your business. And this is a recipe for stagnation, possible anxiety, depression. You might not feel creative a lot of the time, and it just adds stress to your life that you don't need. And I've been there. I've been that person who didn't prioritize their health, who always put their business first above everything else, who took on too much work I could handle, which led to a lot of stress and some very low periods. So here are some things that I've implemented to help me have a better work-life balance, which in turn makes me a happier and more productive, motivated, and inspired person, which in turn does help me make more money in my photography business. Number 1 is movement every single day. Now, when I work out, whether it's a walk, hot yoga, running, strength training, I always gain some sort of clarity from the workout. I can think better, ideas flow better, I get more inspired, it helps me with my sleep. And I usually have my best ideas when I'm at the gym. And so because of that space that I have to think and allow my ideas to flow freely, I'm more inclined to take action on those ideas because I'm feeling super inspired. And that action leads me to making more money. And in my creation diary, I have a habit tracker where movement must be part of my everyday routine. It's a non-negotiable to move my body. And I know not every day might allow you to get a workout in, life can get in the way, but at least give yourself a weekly quota of at least 4 movement sessions a week. And not only is this of a physical benefit, but a highly mental benefit as well. Number 2 is to surround yourself with others both online and offline who invigorate you. Now I get it. Sometimes you might want to talk some shit. There might be some drama going on, whatever. And we can't be happy-go-lucky every damn day. But in general, make sure that the people that you hang out with, both online and offline, don't leave you feeling constantly emotionally drained. You want to surround yourself with people where you can share your big ideas, where you can inspire each other and have the freedom to think big. And I'm even noticing myself unfollowing a few people on social media, especially on TikTok, because some of the content that's being put out there, I feel, is just reducing my brain cells. So be mindful of what you consume and who you consume it from. And number 3 is learn how to manage yourself and your time. So be mindful when you have the most energy and use that to your advantage. Now, you might work best in the mornings, and so it makes sense to allocate time to the tasks that require more brain power or creativity at that time of day. And as a female, I want to quickly mention how paying attention to your cycle can actually help you be more productive. So for example, the week before that time of the month, I have lower energy, I'm more moody, I might feel low and just not have a lot of motivation. And for me, this is a pattern. And so I'll try not to schedule a crazy amount of work in that week to ensure that I can handle both my workload and my emotions. So overall, I hope this video has provided you with some just timely reminders around other things that will help you make money as a photographer. It's not just about your skills. It's about how you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Work smart, manage your time incredibly well, and consistently work on bettering your mindset. So I hope you found this video helpful, motivating, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.